Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of the Red Devils Corner Kick podcast, a fan podcast dedicated to Manchester United Football Club. As always, like, subscribe, follow, whether on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify. And you can follow on Instagram at the Red Devils Corner Kick podcast, RD Corner Kick Pod on X, and then the Red Devils Corner Kick Pod on TikTok. Don't forget to leave any feedback. If you want to do some collaboration, please let me know as well. And always looking to expand. And again, thank you to all those who have followed, liked, subscribed, comments, and also following on all those channels as well. So I do greatly appreciate that and the downloads. But yes, back to business. It is Saturday, very late Saturday. So the first day of the Prem has gone. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the excitement that we've seen today in the Premier League as well. We're back tomorrow, but United are not playing until Monday. We do have a couple of games going on, Arsenal and Tottenham, and then you have Leeds and Villa facing each other. So do tune into those if you're excited to see that. And then, yes, Monday, we have to wait an extra day for Manchester United to play. So we're excited to see that. Today's episode is the preview of the Manchester United versus Everton. Obviously, a few things started off today. Obviously, the news with Cunha getting a little knock. Obviously, he wasn't able to attend an event tonight, but he should be available for Monday. Kobe Mainoo practiced today, which there were some doubts whether he was going to be ready to go as he didn't train during the international break. He got himself healthy. He was back at training today, so he should be in the mix for Monday as well. So what does that mean for lineups? Is anything affecting with my lineup prediction? I don't think so. Just because with everything going on, we have to see if Mount's going to start in that usual position, or are we going to see Joshua Zirkzee get his first start of the season with up there replacing Benjamin Sesko, who is out, will still be out for a couple of weeks. Harry Maguire is out as well. So we obviously, as much as we've had the international break, players, some of them couldn't get healthy. Well, we got an extra week or so for Sesko, or actually we got 2 weeks of Sesko being healthy, so that reduces the time and the wait. We hope that Sesko's back in time before Mbeumo, Ahmad, and Mazraoui leave for the AFCON. Hopefully we have Harry Maguire back as well. Some players I would like to see minutes get time to would be definitely Zirkzee, Mainoo. Give Aiden Heaven some minutes as well, because again, having Sandro Martinez back soon, that would be key as well. But with the rotation, you have to replace Mazraoui. He is a key piece. So, but again, it's about finding the pieces. So we will see how that goes. But that's further down that's actually not too far away down the road. It's only about a couple of weeks. So we just have to. We'll discuss that when the time comes. How does that sound, everyone? But okay. But yeah, no Maguire tomorrow, Sesko. So you have those two key pieces there. So basically what you're looking at here, so hopefully you expect a lot of things here. So obviously we played Everton so let's get to the match. I will just start discussing the lineups in a few minutes. But yes, we're playing Everton tomorrow. We did play them last year. Played them in a friendly in the summer. 1-1, drew 1. We won the one in the summer. But hey, last year we were a different squad. They're a little bit different. Jack Grealish is now on that squad. So we're definitely looking to see how it's going to be a different game. It's our first game back. As much as we've had success in our last few games, the last 5, again, 3 wins, 2 draws. That's great. Everton, 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. So anything can go. They won before the break. We drew with a struggle at the end of our last break, which was against Tottenham. Obviously, we know how that game went. Sesko being injured near the end, we had to go down to 10 men. We got the win, or no, sorry, we got the draw, we got the tying, we got the goal in the end to draw it. My apologies. It was definitely not a win. It was a draw, especially when I just said 3 wins and 2 draws in our last 5. But it doesn't matter about those. Yes, it does, but it doesn't in the end when it comes to going into this game. It's not what you did last game, it's what you got to do in this game. And United have to continue on what they've been doing. But they can't rely on the last minute headers to get in and win. We can't keep relying on those types of wins. We have to clearly win out properly. We have to take it to their back 4. We have to move the ball well. Our midfield cannot struggle. We cannot give up silly goals. We cannot give up those big plays. We have to be in control when moving the ball. And listen, I don't care. I'm going to say it here because I'm sure they're going to say it on the game on Monday. And I'm sure our fan base and channels are going to say the same thing too. I don't care about, right now, I do not care about what the position is going to be. All I care about is just getting the 3 points. Whatever comes after the 3 points, what we get with those 3 points, that is the bonus. But please, just go into this match realizing that we have to win. I don't care about right now. It is November. I don't care about where we would be in the table if we win. I don't care about speculation. I don't care about trying to predict our next 5 and what we're going to do. I do not care. And some people are, yeah, and I'm sure if you're listening and you don't like that, I'm sorry, but that is my opinion. I don't. I can see the table. I know what hypothetically could happen if we pulled out the win tomorrow on Monday. Everyone can read and see what happens here. What changes will happen in the table if United come out with a win. But like I said, I do not care at the moment what the result is. As mentioned, it's November. Right now, I would care about the win to help changes in the table in April. That's when I would care about the win. But right now, realizing that we're in a certain spot in November, no. Move past it. The only focus on for me in the squad should be is just getting the 3 points. And you have to do it. You have to do it properly. And they haven't been like that. Like Sunderland, yes. Brighton, yes, you can say. But realistically, like we've had opportunities to control and take advantage, but Nottingham Forest, we struggled. Tottenham, when we played them, we struggled. We had leads in the first half, and we struggled to maintain those leads. So basically, completing a full 90-minute game where you've been in control for both halves, is that so hard to ask for these players? It can be, but hope they finally get it and realize the push they need to continue on. But listen, not having Sesko there it takes away a weapon. You can go with Mount, Cunha, and Mbuemo, but one thing is too, if you're so concerned about injuries, Mount is a liability, so you want him to come off the bench. You want to make sure the best possible way to move the ball forward, and Imram's going to be in a tough situation because, like I mentioned, Mount could be injured. Mainu, you don't know if he's going to be healthy. Like, he will be healthy, but are you going to start him? Are you going to get to the point where in the game, your subs, to the point where you're going to reduce a player and bring one player in and move one player up? Can Casemiro play the full 90? He did play, like, international play, obviously, versus Premier League play is different. Physicality, the strain, it is different than what you do on international break. Can he commit to 70 plus minutes? Can we get that from him? Are we going to need to rely on bringing Ugarte in? Or do we bring Mainu in and him and Bruno as the pair in the middle? Do apologize for the little cough right there. But like, there's a lot of questions of what he'll do for the substitutions. But Everton does have a good squad. Actually, let's get the mod. Let's go to FOT mod. that up here. Let's look at the games. Let's go to fixtures. Today, Monday. Nope, went to the wrong one. It's next weekend. Here we go. Let's look at. Here we go. Preview. Here's what they have. This is what they're predicting for United's lineup. Mine will be different. You have Lemens, obviously Euro, Shaw, De Ligt, Mazraoui, Casemiro, Fernandes, Dorgu, Mbuemo, Ahmad, Cunha. That's not a bad lineup to start with. If I'm doing anything, I'm not bringing Maz on. And this isn't me saying that here. I'm just saying what I'm going to do different than what they're doing. But listen, we're going to face. David Moyes knows how to play against United. If you don't remember David Moyes, he obviously ran United after Sir Alex left. But you're going to see him play a very good game, and you know what, we know what he can do. But looking at it here, yes, they're gonna. Jordan Pickford is a very good keeper. We know he can make the shot stops. Grealish there. We're familiar with him for what he did at City. Like we know what he did there. And we know what it was like with those matchups that we played him here. Even before he went to City, we know what those matchups were like. Dewsbury Hall, Garner, Tarkowski, like they still have they have good players there. And you can't use the table as or past history of what Everton is. Everton can take a point away from us. Everton can play a game where they take 2 points away from us. And we can't let that happen. We can't let them get behind us. We can't let them use the long ball. We can't let them control the mid. We cannot let them we cannot be. How do I word this? We have to be playing to our strengths. We cannot be playing like down tools. That's the best way I can say it. But Ruben, Amorim has to make sure we get everything in position and move the ball through. Listen, we know what they can do. I mentioned that before. How's Everton's season been? Yes, I mentioned their last 5 games, but they're only 3 points back of us. It's the truth. They're only 3 points back. We're not scaling away and being way better than what they're doing, but we know that they can play. We know that they can take it away from us. We had games last year where we should have cleared it out, especially with the way, because Amorim's first game he won, and then you go to David Moyes, and then you go to the next one, you see that there. And we drew, and it's United's game to control. That's what I should lead to say. This is United's game to control to play against Everton. So it's there. The one thing is we are at home. It's at Old Trafford. We have the environment, but we have to be smart with the ball. We cannot be making silly passes. We cannot be trying to force things, try to use the long ball. We have to be in control and discipline. As always, every game, every preview, I say consistency, discipline, and finish. That's what we have to see. I said the same thing in the women's squad as well. But these games, we have to see those 3 things. And United can struggle in the beginning. We can't give up the quick goals. We have to make sure we're going. So yeah. Let's get into my preview of my lineup prediction. Obviously, it's going to be different than what other people are going to do. Listen, it's obviously with the Cunha knock, allegedly, but he should still be fine. Kobe should be in the bench, whether he comes on or not, but we'll just have to we have to wait and see what the press conference is going to say going into the match on Monday when Ruben discusses his squad, or when we hear the squad and everything. So as always, my squad, 70 Lamens, obviously in the back, starting at the keeper. Euro, DeLit, Shaw. Obviously, that's been our best back three combinations for this season so far. I know a lot of people are going to be asking questions about Lisandro Martinez once he comes back. Like I said, it's Luke Shaw's to lose in the end, even though Lisandro Martinez is more talented, but I would still go with Shaw because, again, it's his spot to lose. It shouldn't be just given up right away. Ahmad, Casemiro, Fernandes, Dorgu. I know we have Mazraoui, but I think for the safety of it, you have to have Mazraoui come off the bench for, obviously for health reasons. Maguire is out, injured. You want to make sure that you have Mazraoui there to be a rotational player, especially in that back three. Yes, we have Aiden Heaven. We do have other players that can go there, but keeping enough back three for the game is key. You don't want to lose him playing on the wing. So have Ahmad go there. Casemiro, Bruno, obviously the best two. Dorgu, I think he is the right selection for that over the low. Just the way he moves the ball, the way he tracks back, I do see that as a better option. I'm going to go with Joshua Zirkzee making his first start. It's just with Manu, or not Manu, with obviously Manu not being healthy, that does put into effect. Because I may have put up Bruno, but not having Manu healthy, we have to keep Bruno where he is. Having Mount what he is too, he sometimes gets injuries as well, but having Zirkzee take that spot, you want to see that combination of the movement and the flow, and something that you're excited to see, something that I've been wanting to see this season, even before we signed Sesko. I did want to see what Zirkzee can do in that combination of him, Cunha, and Mbeumo. Cunha and Mbeumo will be starting. I still believe Cunha should be starting. I think it's just the way things were today. But yeah, that's my lineup. Again, we have to control the middle. Bruno's got to be disciplined. We know we can repeat that until the cows come home, but hopefully we can see, the players and everyone getting back. They just have to be consistent, and we can't just give up those two quick goals like we've done in the last couple of games. The one thing that's good is they haven't folded and collapsed, which is good. It is good. We haven't. It's not like last year where they may have gotten worse in certain games when they've given up those quick goals, but they have bounced back. But we can't live on that. So they have to outright control and win this game. But it's going to take a team effort. So everyone's got to be in their spots. Everyone's got to be disciplined. So it's just a matter of how they're going to press, get the ball going, finish those shots. We know Mbeumo has been great finishing the shots, but Cunha needs to get those shots in. We'll see what Zirkzee does if he does start. Again, you can go in the variation. You can have a mod there. You can have Mount starting. But I think for the bench and health, we need to have certain players on the bench ready to go. We don't want to lose Mount earlier on and then lose him out, especially with Mbeumo, Ahmad, and Mazraoui leaving. So health is a concern. Fitness is going to be a concern, especially when we're going to get into now a stretch from now until New Year's of some tough games. So, and some of them are going to be within close range because, again, we play Monday, then we're on Sunday. Then after Sunday, we have a Thursday game and then another Monday game. So we're going to have a stretch there of some close timing games than we have in the past, and then you're going to see so all the December games. That was such a struggle. I do apologize. All the December games are going to be there, so fitness is going to be key. So might as well start now, being conservative, getting players ready. So, because when we get there, the rotation's going to be like, yes, we're going to be losing 3 key players, and that's going to affect us. So we have to be patient. We have to be healthy coming out of these games, and I think certain players should not be starting going to the series, but I'll leave it there. I will be back Monday. I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think the matchup is or what your lineup is going to be, but I will be back Monday. Post-game discussion of the game, follow-up post, do my ratings, talk about the player of the game, Ruben, what I saw, obviously like I do every game, so do keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I will be back Monday, so keep an eye out for that episode. Also keep an eye. Also, I did release an episode Friday. I know Wednesday, Thursday did not go as planned. So do if you want to listen to that episode as well. Just recapping the injuries, the new system that's coming out for the Prem, and then I also talked about the struggles of the women's squad, especially after their most recent loss in Champions League 2. So look out for that episode as well. But I'm going to let you guys go. Do enjoy the remainder of your weekend. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Instagram, TikTok, and X. You can follow as well. But yes, enjoy the remainder of your weekend. Enjoy tomorrow's, or technically today's, games, depending on where you are and when time you're listening. But do enjoy the games, and I'll see you guys Monday after Everton. This is the Red Devils Corner Kick podcast. Glory, glory, Man United.